In this video, we teach you 3 different forms of training methods used in nearly every personal trainer's programming. We also show you how to spot them, which ones you should be using for your goals, and how to apply them for best results. As a client and as a trainee, the one thing that you want to do is at least act as if you know what you're doing in the gym while still executing. For most girls, you want to slim down and have that athletic look, while us lads simply want to look good in a t-shirt. See, what you have to do to ensure long-term success is cycle your training stimulus. What that means is that you need to know a little bit about correct programming in order to gain muscle, burn fat. Then when progress starts to slow down a little, how to pick the progress back up again. So let's start with supersets so you can begin to understand and use this program yourself to see massive results doing each part of the program for 5 to 6 weeks at a time. Supersets are 2 different exercises that are simply paired together in one block with a recovery only occurring after a set of each has been completed. How to do supersets and how do they look? Simply, they look like this. The way we superset in most of our programs looks like this. So firstly, you have a bench press. We do that for 3 reps and you're doing it for 5 sets. That goes straight into doing a pause goblet squat for 6 reps and you're doing that for 5 sets with 60 to 120 seconds rest. You may repeat this format using 6 exercises in total by completing them in blocks of 2. Here at LB Fitness for fat loss, we use supersets while simultaneously applying the German body composition method, which is basically fat burning. Therefore, the above layout is upper body for exercise 1, followed by lower body for exercise 2. What German body composition training essentially means is designing a single training program that works both lower body and upper body in the same workout on the same day. What this does, it raises the heart level so the heart has to pump harder to pump more blood around different parts of the body. Therefore, more calories are burned during the workout. Why should you use supersets? We use German body composition as it gives all our clients here at LB Fitness the best opportunity to get stronger fast without having to go to the gym 4 to 6 times a week. Therefore, setting every single client up for success, as we all want to get strong yet drop those stubborn inches as we train. You cannot get away with leg day, chest and back day and arms day all year round. Cortisol, which is the main stress hormone, plays a huge factor in your ability to build strength and burn fat. Therefore, ensure 4 to 8 weeks of the year are spent doing this method of German body composition training while using some kind of superset format. Supersets are also great for those just finished 4 to 6 weeks in the gym program, covering the fundamentals of basic straight line core stabilization and high repetition volume strength training. Trisets, as you guessed, are 3 exercises put together. This form of training is great for developing lean muscle mass as it predominantly used to target one specific part of the body. For example, to develop strength and lean muscle mass in your back muscles, which is back here, you may want to perform the following. So 3 exercises: pull-ups for 6 reps, followed by bent over row for 8, and then followed by inverted row for 10 reps. You're doing this for 4 sets off 90 seconds to 2 minutes recovery. And you're doing it for 4 to 5 sets. Again, a triset is 3 exercises and you may also alter it depending on your goals. Say for fat loss, for example, you can still use the German body composition method by doing pull-ups followed by a goblet squat and a high intensity sprint at the end for 30 seconds. And you want to do this off 90-second recovery for 5 to 6 sets. Finally guys, a third method, which is giant sets. Giant sets, this is quite an advanced training system. Even if you do choose to do lower, upper for the 4 exercises, it's still quite demanding as usually it uses all compound movements, which is multi-joint movements such as squat, bench, deadlift, chins. That's considering you're using the German body composition method. However, if you are looking to really target one specific area, say for example you want to target your legs and your bums, girls, then you're looking to target 4 exercises in this format. You're looking for a squat for 6 reps, followed by a goblet squat for 8. Then you want to be doing a glute ham raise for 10 reps, and then you want to finish off with 24 reps of walking lunges. And you're doing this with 2 minutes rest off roughly 4 to 5 sets. When you're doing all this type of training, guys, the one thing you also want to remember, which is very overlooked by a lot of people, is the basics of the food. Fat loss is essentially calories in, which is food, versus calories out, which is exercise. That means if you're exercising but eating poor food such as Domino's or takeaways every second night of the week, you're not going to get anywhere fast. The easiest way to do it is make sure protein is always at the top of your list, as it keeps you fuller for longer. And also on top of that, you want to load up on vegetables and fruit as much as you can. All colours and especially green veg. Secondly, keep carbohydrates to before training and after training, especially if you have a job where you're at a desk job most days of the week. Amount of carbohydrates, think 40 to 50 grams of, say, oats post-workout or pre-workout. Finally, guys, to recap, perform upper and lower body compound movements in your training for fat loss, not just one body part. Supersets are 2 exercises in a block which are done together. Trisets are 3 exercises and giant sets are 4 exercises. And finally, food-wise, just eat more protein, drink more water, and keep carbohydrates to before and after training. And final point is, if you want a little bit more, don't be afraid to do 2 HIIT sessions a week, which we'll also link up in this video below so that you know how to do interval training.